Hey, what's going on, guys? Slim Anthem here, and welcome back to another episode of Anthem News. And a lot has happened since the last time I posted an episode. And the big thing I want to talk about in this episode is that the announcement for Modern Warfare 3, because that has dropped a little while ago, but just recently, some new content, some new stuff to look forward to with the new game has also come out. Kind of talk a little bit about how I felt about the game initially. So I was very disappointed with how Modern Warfare 2 turned out. I had high expectations going into the game. I thought Modern Warfare 2 was going to be great. It turned out not to be, and I know a lot of people in the community complain about it, but hey, hear me out. People's opinions of the game are justified. There were things that were at fault with Modern Warfare 2. It wasn't perfect, but I mean, I played it a little bit, but I held out as long as I could. But honestly, if a Call of Duty game was worth playing, I'd still be playing it. If a Call of Duty game can't keep my interest throughout a year, then it's just not worth my time. Because I found that the games that were able to accomplish that turned out to be really good games. And I know a lot of people were critical of games like Cold War, but I thought Cold War was an excellent game. Didn't care for the campaign. That was one campaign I could have done without. But it's funny because my expectations for Modern Warfare 2 were really high. I thought it was going to do really well, but then the overall performance of it was low. It performed below average. I didn't think it was that great. And then kind of going into the reveal for Modern Warfare 3, I didn't have high expectations because I was looking at the game and the fact that Infinity Ward is pushing out this game just a year after Modern Warfare 2 tells me instantly, hey, there's not a lot of work involved in the development of this game. It almost seems like they're really just trying to make it through another year to release a DLC, so to speak, which that's kind of how I view Modern Warfare 3 as just a big DLC. But it's really a full new game. It's just it's like you're playing Modern Warfare 2 on a new disc. Not really a whole lot's changing with the graphics. HUD will be different for gameplay, but it's pretty much overall going to look the same. There's no argument there because Call of Duty doesn't just change drastically in 1 year, especially when it's the same developer creating the game. I am interested to see where the campaign storyline goes with it. I'm excited for the fact that they are bringing back Makarov, one of Call of Duty's most notorious villains in the series. I'm curious to see how they'll play his character into the whole development of the story. I feel like they have a lot of plots, a lot of different storylines that they kind of have to interconnect so that way it all makes sense in the end. Because I feel like they have so much going on right now that they would have to make a whole nother game just to tie it all back together, because you still have to deal with people like General Shepard, you got Makarov now, you have Graves from Shadow Company who miraculously somehow survived being in the tank. Oh yeah, he actually wasn't in that tank the whole time. If you don't see a dead body, that doesn't mean they're dead. But I'm curious to see where they go with the storyline of Modern Warfare 3. Hopefully it'll be good. It looks like there's a lot of Modern Warfare 2 elements being brought into it, especially the No Russian, the notorious campaign mission from Modern Warfare 2 2009. It looks like one of the missions that they did show campaign footage for does involve infiltrating a gulag, which I kind of like how they approach this one, because in a way it's kind of like they interconnect aspects of the original mission, because it's the same castle. It's the same layout as the gulag from Modern Warfare 2 2009. But they also interconnect key elements from the Stronghold mission from Modern Warfare 3 that was released in 2011. It's at night, it's storming, you're wearing night vision. So there's kind of a little bit of some elements into that. So like that Stronghold mission relied on stealth, while the Gulag one focused mainly on just storming the Gulag and breaking Price out. I don't know who we're breaking out in this scenario, but I'm curious to see where they go with this. I was about to just write off and be like, yeah, I'll probably just watch campaign footage and that'll be it. But this is how Call of Duty brings my attention back to it. So they actually do something for the fans for once. They actually listen to their fans. It took them a while, but they did it. And how they're doing it is they, at launch, are re-releasing all the original maps from Modern Warfare 2, 2009. All the maps like Afghan, Derail, Skid Row, Rust, Terminal, High Rise, Favela, all those maps plus more, and they're remastering all of them. Even Scrapyard that was remastered in Modern Warfare 2019. So I'm actually really excited for that because Modern Warfare 2, that was my first Call of Duty game I ever played. So it's pretty exciting. I'm curious to see how the beta testing goes next month, because starting early October, that's when they're rolling out the beta testing for all the different platforms they can play on, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Then they'll open up the beta for everybody. At first it's going to be for those who pre-ordered the game, and then it'll be open for everyone. So I'm going to have to get my hands on the beta at some point, play it, and see what I think. I may end up getting the game someday. We'll see. Which is funny because like in just a matter of weeks, my opinion of the game shifted from definitely not getting it to, oh my god, I am almost considering getting this game. And then they also revealed that Modern Warfare 3 will be bringing back zombies. Not Treyarch, but Infinity Ward is bringing back zombies. Which is interesting, because I wonder if Treyarch helped at all with the zombies in this. I've yet to see actual gameplay. I saw the cinematic trailer that just dropped, and it's looking pretty good. I'm excited for it. We'll get to that in a second. But from the still picture I saw one of the mimics from Cold War Zombies. So I wonder if this version of zombies is going to be a lot like Cold War. If that's the case, I'm in, because I loved Cold War Zombies. And I know a lot of people have differing opinions about Cold War Zombies, but I honestly liked it. A lot of people like Black Ops 3's overall, really. And like, of course, there's the OG people who like the World at War, BO1, BO2. Everybody can say that BO4 sucked. But I liked Cold War. I thought their zombies was probably one of my favorites. Black Ops 2 holds a special place in my heart when it comes to playing zombies, but I just like how there's more options in Cold War. I mean, Treyarch has been dominating the game when it comes to zombies for years, ever since World at War was released. And Infinity Ward stepped in, tossed their hat in a ring, tried it out with Infinite Warfare, which the game just flopped from the get-go. Like, everyone hated the game as the trailer was released, and zombies in that game was not great either. Sledgehammer, when they released World War II, their zombies was a little bit different. It was more of the kind of scarier aspect of it. I think that was the first zombies I actually played where I found it scary compared to World at War. I didn't really play any of the DLC maps. I just played the Final Reich. That was the only map I played, but from the few times that I played World War II zombies, I found it pretty terrifying, so I thought they did a pretty good job there. Also, one last thing to bring up, just kind of as a hidden little Easter egg within the cinematic trailer. When it cuts to modern day, you see in the chopper Laswell, Soap, and then an older gentleman sitting in the helicopter as they approach your destination. And who is that guy? Bringing back the Cold War Zombies lore. It's Ravenov. Ravenov's back. I'll keep y'all posted as to what I end up doing. I may buy the game, may just watch people play the game, see some gameplay. But that's my take on the whole Modern Warfare 3 going on. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. And as always, I will catch you all later. See ya.